Welcome, how are you? Welcome to the show Talent Bell. Here we are real, relevant, and relational. We want only not to get into your brain, but also get into your heart. And we want to walk with you this journey, give you some principles that will help you. We tackle trading issues, we tackle things that are happening in the world. And why we do this is because we want a great generation. We might not save the whole world, because at times we think that we can solve the whole world. We cannot save the whole world, but at least we are going to save our space. And even as you listen, I would like you to always share our message to your friends, to your family, to your neighbors. Make them subscribe for more insights, because this is your show. This is where we speak reality. This is where we want to be relevant to the generation. And today, due to public demand, I'll be talking about healing from heartbreaks. Last time, I got so many comments, so many questions, so many concerns about heartbreaks. And one of the key questions that stood out was, why is it that this generation has a lot of heartbreaks? And why is it that us in this generation, we don't care? And I think one of the things that has happened is we have disconnected from the content, because relationships has to be content oriented. And so many times that we meet, we don't discuss content. We discuss about things that don't make sense, temporary things like hairstyles, dressing code, where do you stay, which type of vehicle are you driving, how many tattoos that you have, all these things that don't make sense. And even at times we really focus on the figure, focus on things that don't really add value, because love is a build-up of unconditional walk and path. And so many times why we are getting ourselves heartbroken is because our starting is not right. In a journey of marathon, and that is what really love relationships are, you start, and the speed that you start with, it should not determine how you're going to end, but you're supposed to always look at the obstacles along the way and know how to time yourself, so that as you move, you know where the water is, you know where the water spots are, you know where the obstacles, the mud obstacles are. And as you move, you keep on increasing your space, keep on increasing your energy. And so resilience is very important. So as I share a few tips on how to move away, heal from heartbreaks, I want to speak to you that you need to recorrect yourself. You need to sit there and pick a piece of paper. And why I'm telling you to pick a piece of paper, I'll give you some principles that will help you to move out of heartbreaks, maybe by yourself, because at times we find a good percentage of people who don't want to speak out of what they are going through. So these are the people that I want to share with us, and I want you to pick up and start walking again. So the number one thing that you need to do is you should allow yourself to grieve. You should allow yourself to cry out. You should allow yourself to go through this pain. Many of the people, they will escape and hide in drugs, escape and hide in other things. Or they are going even to give themselves to sexual intercourses and all that, just to cover up what is happening. And so what basically happens is, as you're doing that, you get more broken. You get into more mess. You get yourself into more damage. You need to pick up yourself. Today I want to have a quote. I will not specifically give the verse. It's your job to do research, because this is a professional approach show. There's a guy known as Jabez in the good book. And Jabez is born in pain. Jabez realizes that, oh, my life is in tatters. My life is a mess. So what Jabez does is Jabez allows himself to first of all do a critical analysis of who he is. do a critical analysis of what he's going through, and then do some decree on where he's headed to. And so Jabez allowed himself for him to come into terms that he was a person going through pain. He was a person who was not supposed to be in that state. He allowed himself to cry out, to grieve, because it's only out of personal grief, crying out, thinking this pain, asking yourself, am I supposed to be here? It's only out of that that you can be able now to pick your steps going forward. And so allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to cry. Number two, you need to speak out. Get someone, get a confidant, get a coach, get a counselor, get someone you can speak out and tell him all these things that you're going through. And why that is important, it is a common belief, a universal concept, that problems solved are halfway solved. Problems spoken are halfway solved. And so when you're speaking out, what you're doing is you are letting your inner pain move out. I'm a counselor, I'll tell you. At times I feel burnout, I feel so pushed. But the moment I speak to a supervisor, the moment I speak to someone about what I'm going through, I feel released. Because when you're speaking, it's like you're giving out the fragments of pain. It's like you're giving out the pieces, the specks in your eyes, the specks in your heart. You're giving them out. And so the pressure is decreasing. And continuous speaking out helps you to really pick up yourself and analyze and do some self-evaluation that will help you to keep on moving forward. Number three, you need to analyze what type of a relationship were you in. Because even as we talk about heartbreaks, we must know that heartbreaks are not all the same. We have got different types of heartbreaks. Maybe the guy you met was a narcissist, a sadist, a masochist, or even the current generation of pedophiles, guys who are trained to just abuse. Or maybe the guy you met has unresolved issues. And when I started, I talked about relationships being content-oriented. When we sit to speak, we are able to understand each other. We are able to understand and analyze where each one is coming from. But now I have a problem, and a serious one, that people don't go the content way. So people want to meet today, tomorrow they want to be doing stuff. People want to make all these standings, whether it's a day, a night, a week, or even a month. And that's why some of us are in a mess. And so you need to sit down and ask yourself, what type of relationship was I in? Because at times running away, and I know we're living in a generation where we are telling Murife not to run. At times in a relationship, you need to run. Run. Murife, run. Don't stay there. You'll be destroyed. So what type of a relationship were you in? Before you start analyzing each and every man coming your way, before you start analyzing each and every girl coming your way, that these men are bad, these girls are bad, these girls, this is a generational crop of girls and boys who can't fit in relationships. Ask yourself, what type of a relationship were you in? And how did you get yourself into this relationship? Was it an entanglement? Do you first of all analyze the person you're going to relate to? Because at times we don't analyze. Who is he? Where is he coming from? What is his background? How many people have he destroyed? Has he destroyed? And you ask yourself these questions, then we can have the future of marriage being great, because we are going to take time. I have a hood written, trust the process. We must always get into the process. You can't discover any person without getting into the process. And the process means in our meetings, we should have agendas. We should have a content on what we are to discuss. and lay your fears on the table. Because I want to tell you guys, in any discussion, you are either at the round table or you are the menu. And if you are the menu, you'll be chosen. Guys are going to make choices and throw you out. But when you are in the round table, you're making personal decisions. Number two, the other thing that we need to look at is self-manipulation. And with self-manipulation is you have a lot of pain and you want just to prick others, break others' hearts, break other people's minds. And you move out, and because of the pain and bitterness that you have, you move out and break others. And so you need to understand yourself. What was your position? Where did you stand when that heartbreak was happening? Are you the person who influenced it? Because if you are the person who influenced it, and out of self-analysis, you have come to a place and you have understood that I am the one who moved this thing. Yes, I feel heartbroken, because you can't hurt someone and be left just like that. When you hurt a person, you are also hurt. When you carry a sword, and in a relationship, it is a double-edged sword. As you're hurting someone, you're hurting yourself. Because when you got into a relationship, it is the 1 + 1, which is 1. So when you got into the relationship, you're getting into this person's emotions. You're getting into this person's way of doing things. You're getting into this person's everything. The vibration is the same. So relating is a vibe that gets into each other. And so when you get into each other, then breaking up is two-way. So you can't just say, I have heartbroken him or her. You are also broken. A portion of you have gone. And so when you're doing it, when you're breaking the other person, you are breaking yourself. You are crushing a part of yourself. And so you need to analyze, what is my position in this breakup? How did I participate in making it happen? How did you influence manipulation? And then you also need to understand, and this is something that each and every guy, each and every lady needs to understand, that by yourself you are complete. Because majority of people are getting into relationships to be completed by others. Nobody can complete you. You need to sit down and analyze yourself. You have the abilities, you have the talents, you have the gifts within you. You have everything that it takes to stand. And so when you meet, and that's why the Bible talks of helpmeet. When you meet, you're supposed to mold and build an arrow, a spearhead that can go places. And that is why we use triunity in a relationship. It is the man, the woman, and the children. And the children are supposed to be like arrows. And so any relationship should be triune. What is it that you have brought onto the table? And what is it that we are going to do with our future? Are we going to spearhead something? So are you complete? And in any relationship that you have suffered heartbreaks, did you get into that relationship complete? Why I'm saying this is because as I said in the next episode on the strategies to take, then I will also be telling you that being heartbroken once and moving out of it doesn't mean that you'll never be heartbroken. So many heartbreaks can follow your way because the world operates in the role of cause and effect. Let's meet in the next